Hi, friends. Welcome, welcome. It's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, who is all of a sudden very moving around a lot. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. My husband is walking around the house fixing something, and I think she wants to go with him. She didn't really want to come in here with me. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going to check and make sure we're live here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, excellent. I always like to make sure things are working. It's always good when things are working. We love it. How are you doing, Renee? How's the weather there? What's going on? Let me see my other people here. Hilda, Jeannie, Carol. Good to see you guys. Happy Friday. Fridays are nice. I'm so glad today's Friday. She's pushing off with her feet down here. Linda, good to see you from cold Pennsylvania. Ooh, boy, oh boy. Ruth, I was hoping that was you because the back east people don't say happy afternoon. And Ruth lives just down the street. Welcome, Ruth. Good to see you. And Linda, where it's cold, and Tina, 34, 21 this morning. Oh, you guys, so chilly. You're really in the middle of winter, aren't you? I hope it gets cold here. I mean, I told you the other day, it's been in the 80s. Yeah, in the day. At night, we're down in the 40s. Carol, cold also in Connecticut. Hey, everybody. Ann, good to see you. Johanna, good to see you. 27 right now, Linda. Oh my gosh. Tina. Roz, good to see you. Yep, Ellie's purple today. She's already thrown her bow off about 3 times. So I clip it in. I think it's really well clipped in, but she gets it out. She just flicks her head and it's gone. And I've worked really hard to put it in there. Silly girl. Silly girl. 27. Yep, Tracy. I don't know, you guys. I'm so sorry, but it'll be warm. It'll be getting warmer. You love the warmth, says Ruth. 2 feet of snow in Alaska. Oh, Anne. Well, snow is nice, though, you know, if you don't really have to go out in it. And we all need the water, I think, too. So snow is not that bad. But wow, pretty different from 82 here. Colden, North Carolina, Judy. And Cindy, good to see you. It's like spring where you are. Okay, that's kind of how it feels here. Even a little warmer than spring. It's quite warm, but cold at night. Roz, it was 31 there in Florida. Oh my goodness. That's pretty chilly. Sarasota, Florida had ice. Johanna, wow. Louise, good to see you from New York, and Michelle from Sacramento, 62. Just different all over the country, depending on you know, your area. That's what makes life fun, is that it's different all over. Let's see, what is everybody doing this weekend? It's kind of a nice calm weekend, I think, in that we're done cleaning up from Christmas, hopefully, and getting ready for Valentine's Day. Cindy's going to be cruising to Alaska in late August, leaving from Vancouver. We took that cruise years ago, and it was beautiful. Freezing and snow in Wisconsin. Oh, I'm sure. Cherith, good to see you. And Roz in Florida had frost. Yeah, I know. 16. Oh my gosh, 16. Louise. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it is something for Roz to have frost in Orlando. I think maybe she's fallen asleep now. She's kind of relaxing now that we've been here a minute. You went skiing today. Oh boy. Helena, Montana. Carolyn, good to see you. It's been warm in Montana, but it's going to get cold. Yes, we all need the rain and the snow. Well, I have stuff to show you today. We're going to make a fun fold card. Thank you, Cindy. She has been getting up a couple nights in the middle of the night, which isn't good. It's her tummy. So this little syndrome that she has, um, it's just you can control it, but you can't get rid of it completely. Her little syndrome. Deborah. Saturday's going to be back in the low 80s, says Roz. Thanks, Linda. Um, she's a good girl, but we still are working on her, controlling that syndrome with different medications and stuff. So, poor baby. Okay, well, let's talk about what's new because I want to leave time to make our project. We're making a fun fold card as we usually do on Fridays. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, it's just an up and down with the syndrome. Bonus days. Who has gotten bonus coupons so far? I was just looking over mine a few minutes ago in my on my email. I've gotten 2 groups of bonus coupons, bonus days coupons. If you place an order of $50 before tax and shipping, you'll get a $5 coupon for every $50 increment to use in February, from February 2nd, I think it is. Yeah, the 2nd through the end of the month. And that's always so nice to have a little help. So accumulate those coupons. And then of course our product of the month, and we're going to use it again today. I'm having a hard time not using it because it's such a great, it's just such a great stamp set. I love the font. I really do. And I'm going to cut the happy birthday apart today. And we're going to use it on the front and on the inside of the card. So we're gonna have fun with the product of the month. And you get the product of the month. You haven't, Tina, have you spent over $50 before tax and shipping? You should have gotten an email that is titled something about here are your bonus days coupons. If you made a purchase and didn't get any, call Stampin' Up because you're supposed to. So anyway, to get the product of the month, we're having this every month now, not the same product, a new product every month. You have to spend $75 before tax and shipping, and then you pay $5 for the product. So really it's only a $5 stamp set. And last month we had designer series paper. So very great, great products of the month. Yes, Tina loves the stamp set too. I really do. I'm going to put her down. Whoops. Because I'm going to show you again my my class to go that I was going to start. I talked to you about it on Wednesday, but then pretty immediately the stamp set sold out, but it came back already today. It's adorable woolly friends, this cute little lamb and the punch that goes along with it. This is the bundle that I'm using on this class to go. It's a Faith Creations class, and so I'm using the Good Shepherd as the theme of this Faith Creations class. But it's whimsical because the little lambs are so cute. So I'm going to show you the cards. Here's one with those 2 little lambs, and I'm using some of this really great rickrack ribbon, which I really like. Very fun. Old Olive, very fun. So that's one card you'll make. You'll make 2 cards of each design. And then here's another card with, I tried to make the lambs look like they were sleeping. I don't know if you think that or not, but because the verse is, for he is our God, we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. And I just wanted to kind of have them look like they were sleeping, but they're such cute, happy little things. And then the fun fold one, because I try to include a fun fold. It is my favorite. Just says, the Lord is my shepherd. And it opens up like that. And that one little lamb on the front, isn't he just cute? So if you want to do this class, I'm going to cut off the pre-order on the 19th. That's Monday. Because since they already ran out of the stamp set once, they've gotten it back. I don't want to take too much time. It'll be Monday or maybe Tuesday that I'll cut off the pre-order because I want to get the kits ordered before anything goes out again. because I think it's real. Oh, it did look like they were sleeping. Okay, thanks, Cindy. Because it's so cute. I think it's going to be very, very popular. We can already tell. And with everything to make those cards, you get a half pack of the Mixed Up Patterns Designer Series paper. I've used most of it, and so these are just a few little extra sheets that I had to show you. But it's a great. I love all the backgrounds, and they're perfect for this theme. You're going to get a package of the Sparkle Dot Essentials and a full spool of the Rick Rack. So you get all that, plus everything to make the cards, plus a PDF tutorial for each design, with a video called a Tips and Tricks video. And then, so that is $49.99. And then if you want to add on the bundle, the stamp set, and the punch that goes along with it, I just charge you for the exact price of the bundle. No tax or shipping included from Stampin' Up to me, and I get it and then ship it out to you. And so that'll be, the bundle is $40.50. So if you want to get the bundle with your kit, it's $90.49. So I'll be posting that up on my blog tomorrow with links to the PayPal buttons and everything. So be watching for that, or just email and I'll send you the links as soon as I get them posted. I'm going to do that tonight. It's a cute bundle, cute cards. I love lamps. I just love lamps. Okay, I'm going to turn you down because we are going to start making cards. Our card. Okay, so here we go. And I want to show you what we're using today. We are using a January online exclusive, and this sweet collection is called the Lovely Blossom Sweet Collection. And it has all kinds of fun stuff in it. I'm going to use the paper, and we're going to use the dies. Now, this stamp set also, it's called the Lovely Arrangements Bundle, the stamp set and dies. This stamp set was sold out, so I couldn't get it. I could only get the dies. But all kinds of stamp sets that were out have all come back today, so I've already ordered it because I really want it. It's really a cute stamp set. But I'm going to show you the dies because I think they're fabulous. And I also ordered, which I didn't have, these two items, the embossing folder and the Moody palette glossy dots. So we're going to be moody, I guess. Okay, so these are the dies, and I was so excited to get them because this is a very cool die right here. And let me show you. We're going to use it. Isn't that just the most interesting little die that you've ever seen? Isn't that just cute? And then it has this one that only cuts your paper with those little kind of daisies. It's got two labels. These three dies cut stamped images from the stamp set, which I don't have, but we're going to use the little leaves today also. So I'm going to take all these little things off, the two leaves, and I don't even know what you call that, but it's a circle rectangle, something like that. Kind of a strange thing to say, but I think it's very cute. And let me show you the card. Let me get these put to the side safely. So the card uses the paper, and I really, really like this circle die. So I put it down here, and I wove some Secret C ribbon through it. Oh, Roz, you love this suite. Oh, it sold out before you could check out. Wow. Uh-oh. My husband's testing our doorknob, our doorbell. Okay, shh, 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 shh. My husband's testing the doorbell. And why he has to do it right at this moment, I have no idea. But anyway, he's doing it. Jan, good to see you. Oh, you've waited. Okay, well, the stamp set is available. Go in there right now today. It just became available today. Shh. So this is the card we're going to make, and the fun fold part is, it's not really super fancy fun fold, but it's a little gift card holder, and I'm going to show you how to make that with a 12 by 12, some 12 by 12 paper. And the designer series paper, I love. So here is the designer series paper, and I've got it turned, you know, so you can see both sides. And I've cut it to 6 by 6. It's actually 12 by 12. But like I said, I'm going through these papers that I love, just speedy. So we're going to use this one. And these are the fronts and the backs. Now this stripe, kind of a pinstripe on the back, it has squares that you can cut out and use, okay? And one of the squares has this image, the flowers and leaves, which I really liked. And because I don't have the stamp set yet, but it is on order now, I went ahead and cut this out, and I'll show you. But that's another easy thing to do when you're making a card. Just cut out an image. And then we're going to use this on the inside. It's really a pretty paper. It's called Lovely Blossoms, the name of the suite. So let's get started. And we are using the product of the month, the Fabulous Sayings, just because I really like it. And not having the stamp set, I do not have the sentiments that go with it, so I wanted to use these. Okay, we're also going to use some two-tone cardstock. So we're just going to do a bunch of fun stuff today. So get out your paper and pencils if you want to write down your measurements. Nancy, good to see you. Okay, so we're going to cut our card base for this fold. It's kind of a fold-up card. And we're going to cut it at 12 by 4 1/4. So basically we're just taking this is a 12 by 12 sheet of basic white, just not heavyweight, just regular, 4 1/4. Okay. And now we're going to score it, and you're going to score at 2 1/2 on one end. This is going to be the end that wraps up to hold your gift card, or you could put money in it or anything. Okay, so 2 1/2. And then what I'm doing, rather than, you know me and math, so rather than figure it out too much, I'm just going to flip it over and score at 4 here. So 2 1/2 on one end and 4 on the other end. And I'll show you how this works. So you put the short end at the bottom. And people do talk about valleys and mountains and all that business. This is a valley. It dips in when you score, and I like to fold into the valley. But, you know, truthfully, it really doesn't matter how you do it. And then this is the 4-inch score line, and we're going to fold like this. And this is your card. Okay, we're going to adhere this down, and then this is the flap that comes over the front. Okay, now what we want to do is cut our petal pink two-tone cardstock. And just so you can see, it's darker on one side. Can you see that? We're going to use the light colored side. And so we want a 4 by 5 1/4 piece here. So we're going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and this is going to go right on there. So that pretty much creates the front of the card. And then we need a piece of the pretty designer series paper, the petal pink coordinating one. And this is 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. So those are our paper pieces that we need. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little die cutting. Okay. So the dies from this set fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which you know I prefer to use. So what we're going to do here is first we're going to cut our, let me see, I think this should work. We're going to cut our fun rectangular piece here, just like this. And I'll show it to you up close. It's just a bunch of circles all together like that. And we're going to put it down and just run that through. And oh, while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and put the leaves on. Now, the leaves are the ones, they're like Stampin' Up! Has been making them, and I comment about this all the time, how they have the veins of the leaves in there. It makes it so much more realistic. So I'm going to put the leaves right at the top there so we can do it all at one time. Now we need more leaves, but I've pre-cut those to save us a bit of time today. So we're just going to run this little guy through. And truthfully, I think that's about all the die cutting we need to do today. The doorbell situation. You know, when your husband is retired, he kind of just does his thing, right? And that's how it goes here. He does his thing. Let me get rid of these little pieces. Okay, there we go. So we have our die cut piece and one leaf, and let me get this one out here. There's a double leaf. Okay. And I'm going to put these carefully over here. Those little leaves are easy to lose, and I don't want to lose them. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to create this piece first here by putting the rectangle. I'm just going to call it the rectangle, okay? And then we're going to weave some of this ribbon through. This is not the ribbon that goes with the suite. It's another and retired husband's putter. Yes, they do. Okay, this is Secret C bordered open weave ribbon. Okay, and what I did is I think I came over and then wove it under. You could do a lot more weaving. I'm sure people could do a lot of things, but I just wanted to put a bit through. I think it's pretty. Secret C is one of the colors in this designer series paper, and in the image that we're going to use, Secret C in petal pink and white. So those are the colors I've used throughout, are those three colors. Okay, so we're just going to pull this through like that. And let me snip it off. Now, I'm also out of Stampin' Seal, which I usually use to adhere ribbon to the back of things. So today I'm going to use some tear and tape. But first, I'm going to glue down the rectangle, okay, so it doesn't go anywhere. I know I've got the ends long enough to wrap around the back, so let's just get this piece glued down. And we don't need a lot of glue. We're just going to put a few dots on the inside here, trying to make sure everything sticks where we want it to stick. And we're going to put it close to the bottom, kind of in the middle there. And we'll just let that sit for a minute. Okay. And even already you can see that's a cute base for anything, you know, that you want to put on it. It's a cute little beginning of a card. All right, so now we know where these ribbons need to go. And I'm just going to put like I said, I would normally put Stampin' Seal Plus, but I'm out of it, and Stampin' Up! Is out of it. So there you go. So I'm just using tear and tape until it comes back. And we'll just adhere these sides. And what I'm going to do is adhere one side, and then I'm going to, look and make sure that the other one is similar. Not, you know, going off toward Jones's or something like that. Okay, and then I like to press that down, and we can also trim off the part that isn't adhered, just like this. Okay, there we go. Whoops, there are my leaves. Alrighty, so we've got this, and now we can put this on our piece of two-tone cardstock. And the reason I wanted to run the ribbon through first is because I think this is fun using the two-tone cardstock, because what's going to happen is we'll have the light on one side, and when you flip it over, you're going to see the darker side. And I don't want any ribbon showing back there, right? So Now we're ready to adhere this piece. Just like this. Thin, thin lines of glue, okay? Don't need to have them be too thick. And the, as I mentioned, the Petal Pink two-tone piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and the Designer Series paper piece that's patterned, I don't know if you can really see it real closely there. Can you see that pretty pattern? That is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, now we've got everything adhered. And the next thing we need to do is get the front put on like this. And I've got it cut so that if we keep like about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, it will it'll fit perfectly. And we only want to adhere it on this flap right here. We don't want to put any glue down here. I'm telling myself that so I accidentally don't do it. So let me see. I'm going to hold it on and see. Okay, right about there. I'll turn that over. So up in this area is where we want our glue. Let me confirm. You know, I know you guys too. We all make mistakes, so I try not to make any more than is necessary. Okay. So we've just got our glue on the upper portion, not the lower portion, because that's going to show. And then we're going to go ahead and put this down. Checking to make sure it looks like about the same 1/8 of an inch on all the top, bottom, left, and right. Okay, and we did good. No glue is showing there. So then we can just kind of press to make sure that's going to stick down. Pretty good, right? We did good. Okay, now let's go ahead and take care of our little pocket for the gift card here. It can be you can put anything in here. You could even put a little tag. You could put just all kinds of fun things in the little pocket. But when you use 12 by 12 cardstock, it gives you this extra bit that you can fold up and create a pocket, and it's easy to do. Okay, and this I would use tear and tape no matter what, because that holds very securely. So I'm putting the tear and tape on the pocket side, on each edge. I don't want to put anything in the middle because that's where the gift card or the money or whatever would go. So now we're just going to get rid of these, and we'll press that piece down to create that pocket. And then we'll just press. So there's our little pocket that opens there for a gift card or something. Now, I want to cover it with this other pattern. And I realized it could have been going straight up and down. Are those chevrons or something like that? But when I cut the first piece for the other card, it was sideways, so it's just going to be this way. What can I say? So this piece we want to cut. Where are my little directions here? Okay, I wrote this down for us. 2 1/4 by 4, and I think it probably is already 2 1/4. Yep, 2 1/4, and so we're going to cut it there at 4 inches. What was on the back side of this pretty paper? Oh, that's cute too, isn't it? We could make a card with that. And maybe I will. It's crumb cake and white flowers. Very cute. Okay, so now we're just going to glue this down. And the one thing you want to make sure of, but if it's cut correctly and glued correctly, it will not show. And that's your trick, is you don't want it to show there. So let's see if we can do that. Hello from Delaware, Vicki. Good to see you. And I don't usually use such a dark piece, but it is Secret C, so it goes right with the card with all the other colors on the front. So I think it'll be okay. And you want to make sure to get this in the center here so it doesn't show out. Pretty good. Let me see. Maybe I'll pull it a little more to the left. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily want to pull to the left. Let's see. good, pretty good. You know what, I think I'm going to, there. You can't see it now. Very good. Okay. So this is the base of our card. Now everything's done and all we do is decorate. I love when we get to that point and we just decorate. Okay, so for decorating, here is the flower that I fussy cut from one of the pieces of the designer series paper, if you remember. I showed you that. And here are some other leaves that I cut in advance. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this main flower on, and then we're going to put all the other little leaves around. And you don't even have to put other leaves around. I just did because I wanted to. And once I started, I just did more and more and more. You like it sideways? Oh, you do? Okay. I don't know. It's just, I kept thinking, oh, that's not straight, but oh well. So let's see if we can tuck that little stem. I trimmed off the stem so that it fits down in here. And I'm going to just hold that up a little bit. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so we can put our pretty floral image right there, and let's get some dimensionals. Even though this is tucked in, we can still put some dimensionals. In fact, I should have done that first. Let's do it. And retuck the little stem. So here we go. Let's see, we need one over here. It'll just give it dimension, and that's what the purpose of the leaves is for. And I'll show you when we put those on how much dimension they give it. Okay, let's see if we can tuck this down under. Now that I've loosened it, I think it's going to go. There we go. And there's our pretty image. Isn't that beautiful? Stampin' Up! Is making such pretty images. Flowers, everything is pretty, I think. But then again, I love to play with all this stuff. Yeah, Mary Lou. Hi, Mary Lou. You like to play with, you like flowers too. They are gorgeous. They just are. And who would think to put Secret Sea with white and petal pink? And you know, one nice thing that I meant to mention about this flower. So this is from the designer series paper, right? And I just fussy cut around the edges, leaving about like even a 1/16 of an inch of a border there. But I didn't cut in the middle. But you know what? You don't even notice that because the background there on the flower itself is petal pink, and this is petal pink. So you really, it doesn't really stand out so that it says, oh boy, she didn't cut that inside. It really blends. So I like that. Okay, so we have all of our little leaves here. And what we're going to do is just tuck our little leaves under to give, just to give dimension. And they do give dimension because they are, they're just, those are actual cuts there. You see that? The paper is actually cut. And it really, I don't know, I love it because it looks so realistic. It just looks so nice rather than a flat leaf. So I'm just put little mini dimensionals on them to kind of get them to stick up a little bit. And then we can just tuck them everywhere. Just, you know, tuck to your little heart's content. Put them wherever you think they should go. And it just, because they're raised up, it just adds more and more dimension. So let's put one down in here, like that. Pull this guy up over that corner. There we go. Let's put just an individual one somewhere. Let's see, where could we put an individual one? I want to put an individual one right in there. Let me see if I can raise that up again like I did before. And just, there we go. And then we'll just put a dot of glue on it. Just on the base. Tiny, tiny. Just to make it, so now it came out. Oh dear, okay, let me try it again. You know what I think I'm gonna do is just snip off that little base and nobody will know. We'll just snip that off and we'll just pretend that it really belongs right there. There we go. Nobody will know. Don't tell either, okay? No telling. We have secrets here. Yes, we do. So we can just, put them wherever we want them. Just having fun. We'll just tuck a little white one in there, and it just adds a little bit of character there. Whoops. Okay. And maybe one more double right in here, I think. We'll put little dimensionals on that, and then we can be done. I could just sit here and put leaves on all afternoon, really. The more layers, the better. Well, to fussy cut, Michelle is commenting about fussy cutting, but truthfully, to fussy cut, you really kind of have to be relaxed. That's my comment, is you really need to be relaxed to do it. If you're not relaxed, it won't come out right, because it'll, when I'm just sitting there and very relaxed, then it works well. Okay, now we need to do a sentiment. So I'm going to use Secret Sea ink because it goes with what we're doing here. And I'm going to use from our product of the month, Fabulous Sayings, I'm going to use Happy Birthday. And it's a big one. It is. It's kind of a large happy birthday. And I'm going to stamp it on. This is a 1 1/4 by, I don't know, 5-inch piece of the designer series paper, but we're going to cut it up a little anyway. Okay, happy birthday. Isn't that just the neatest font? I really like it. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to cut birthday up close to the end of the Y there. And let me straighten that out. It's a little crooked, I think. We could do that on a paper trimmer, but I'm not going to. And then I'm going to cut right there. So this is birthday, and I'm going to put this on the inside on the front of the pocket because we're going to put happy on the front. And I'm going to actually glue it down because we don't want it sticking up because it's the inside of the card, so we wouldn't put a dimensional in there. And let's see, is that about even? I kind of think so. Okay, so there's birthday, and it looks great, doesn't it, with the Secret Sea pattern behind it? Okay, now we have the word happy, and here's where we're going to do our fussy cutting again. And you just turn your paper, and you have to be relaxed, but stamping is meant to be, well, I don't know if it's meant to be, but I relax when I'm stamping. I don't know about you guys, but it's to me, creating is very relaxing. It's very peaceful, and it really gives me peace during the day when I come and sit in my craft room. Do you guys find that? Let me know. I think I've talked to quite a few women who have said the same thing. It's just a peaceful time amongst all the stress. So I'm just very gently going pretty close to these letters. You don't necessarily have to. You could definitely just cut this out in a rectangle like we did the word birthday, or you could cut it out with a die, like a label die. But I don't know. I'll show you how it looks, and I kind of liked it. So, and what I do is also cut off a lot of that extra paper because it gets in your way when you're turning like this. Because you keep your scissors in one position and then you turn the paper. I think I might have gotten too close there, but I think it'll work. And just kind of go back and forth just like that. Do a little scoop in there, and then we're done. Come out. Go around that L. There we go. And there, the word happy. And we're just going to put that on with a few mini dimensionals. And I think it just then becomes part of the front. It doesn't stand out really big like some sentiments stand out real big, and you're like, oh, there's the sentiment. And this is a big sentiment. But when we cut it down like this, it really makes a difference. And let's see, I've cut it so tiny. Even the mini dimensionals are kind of too big. I think I'll cut one in half just for fun and put one right over there. Okay, I think that'll work. Sometimes you need to make do, like cut a little mini dimensional in half, because that's what you need to do. And we'll just put the word happy right on here. This is a happy card. This card makes me happy. I think I'll just do that. Now, the last thing to do, yes, crafting is a stress reliever. Absolutely. You're all agreeing with me. Yes, it's very relaxing. It's not as relaxing if you're doing it on camera, but it's still relaxing. And I love nothing more than to just come and sit and create in my craft room. Okay, now I'm going to put on, these are some of the, I think they're called flat pearls, 2025 to 2027 flat, in color flat pearls. And I'm using them because they have Secret C. And let me put it up there and you can really see, can you see how sparkly they are? They're very sparkly. And I'm going to use the medium size. They've got 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. And I'm going to go with medium. And we'll just put a few right around just to add some bling. Let's get this one on here. Oh, there it is. Okay. We can put one just right in the middle there just for fun. And see, they hardly even know that we didn't cut that part out because it matches so well. Okay, so there's our card. And you open it up and there's your fun little pocket that you could put money, you could put a little Starbucks gift card. I meant to try to find one to show you guys, but I forgot. So this is the card for today, and if you put the word prize, many of you already know, put the word prize, and I will award this next week. Okay, and what I do is I give everybody a number, put the number in the random number generator online, and it pops out a number. Okay, so that's today's card for you, using the beautiful, lovely Blossom Sweet. Okay, so now we need to award the card from last week. And last week, we used the same sentiment. I can't even believe it. I like this sentiment, that's why. I like to make birthday cards in January too. That's why I've been using it, because it's a great happy birthday. Isn't that? And this one was with a new designer series paper also. This is with the Splash of Sparkles designer series paper. Okay, and this card goes to Ann Sawson. Ann, I saw you on here today. Welcome, welcome. And I think I cut this ribbon in half. This is our Timid Tiger ribbon, and a little string was hanging off, but now it's perfect. So Anne, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate having you guys here. And don't forget, if you're interested in the cute little lamb class, I'll be posting it, about it all over. But I think I'm going to close off pre-order on the 20th because I want to make sure everybody can get that stamp set. So if you're interested, just email me and I'll make sure that you get it. Okay, thank you guys. Have a wonderful